here with Lauren on the streets. We're out here in Payne Hall and we're about to ask some questions. Come on, let's go. Sir, can you please tell me what leadership is to you?
Collaboration.
Come on, just being courageous.
Dedication.
Community.
Ma'am, can you tell me in one word, what does leadership mean to you? Friendship. Sir, in one word, what does leadership mean to you?
Community.
Understanding. Cooperation.
Integrity.
Sir, please. In one word, what does leadership mean to you?
Courage.
Thank you. And also, what would you say is a leader in today's community?
Like who a leader is?
Who? Yeah. Could be RC, Virginia Tech, America, whatever. Just anyone. Or define what a leader is.
Somebody who's able to take a group of people towards a common goal.
Can I ask you a question? What does leadership mean to you?
We're confident.
Servant.
All right, now we're gonna ask people which theory they think is the most effective for leadership. Come on, let's go. Sir, could you please tell me what theory you think is most effective in leadership?
You know, I really think servant leadership is good because it allows people to, cater to the needs of their followers and to do that myself.
Leader membership exchange theory
Can you tell me why?
because it focuses on the relationships between both parties.
Servant leadership, of course.
Why?
Because it's all about fulfilling the needs of your followers, not yourself. A leader should be concerned with themselves.
Situational.
Can you tell me why?
Because every situation's different, so you need every different style of leadership.
Authentic leadership. Can you tell me why?
Yeah, because I think it's important to emphasize who you really are as an actual person. Oh, sorry. And because if you demonstrate those values that you see important in yourself, then that'll identify what you strive for as a passion, like as a leader. So that'll draw the people who have the same passion.
Servant leadership because we've frozen.
This has been Lauren on the streets. Hey guys, this is Lauren from Lauren on the Streets. As you saw in that last clip, I went around asking people what type of leadership they thought was most effective. To me, I think the most effective type of leadership is servant leadership. I think it's really important for leaders to be able to show their followers how to get stuff done, how to put in the right type of work. I think what it really does is it humbles the leader and it allows them to be more of part of the group than just to be just above everyone else. And servant leadership really allows the leader to really just become part of the group. Also, I think it really shows the importance of finding the difference between just having the title or actually putting in the work. You know, when you're using servant leadership and you're putting in the work and you're showing people how to do it, it shows that you care more about the work than above any title that you have. To me, an example of a servant leader in the community is my Ari Basam. His goal for this whole year was for the whole hall to become friends, and he really encouraged this by him exemplifying it. You know, he sacrificed his time to get to know all of us. He was always there to talk if we needed it, and he just really cared for us individually. This brings me to the 7 C's of the social change model. 2 of the more important ones to me are consciousness of self and common purpose. Consciousness of self is all about knowing who you are and knowing your values. And I think it's really important for leaders to know their values because then you can put your leadership into certain things that you're more passionate about than others. Common purpose is one of the other really important C's of the social change model because it's important for a leader, but I think it's more important for the group. You know, if you're working together on something and not everyone has that common purpose, then they're not going to get as far versus if they all did. And if the leader has a different purpose than what the followers do, then it's not going to go anywhere. So that's why I think consciousness of self and common purpose are 2 of the more important ones. Being in the RLC this year has really just been a life-changing experience. You know, being surrounded by so many leaders, you really get to learn and see it in action. So coming in for the first semester, I'd never taken leadership classes or anything like that, but it seemed like a lot of other people had, but I had never really studied leadership. The first semester, you know, we talked about the different approaches, different theories, and it was really neat seeing just how many different approaches there was to leadership. And it was really cool getting to really focus on them individually, because then I could go back and see, oh, that's how they connect. That's how those two are different, you know? And it was cool to see how, you know, even though there's so many different approaches, so many ways to confront leadership, they all somehow connect under the fact that they're all leadership. So it was really neat being able to do that first semester and really being able to reflect on them. The second semester, you know, we had the praxis projects, and it was really cool to be able to see leadership in action and be able to implement the different approaches and theories that we had learned. It was really cool just working with the group, even though 12 was a pretty big number. It was cool to see how each of them had different approaches to how they led. And with the groups that we were working with, you know, they already had leaders, and it was cool seeing how people, you know, not studying leadership, not in college, led too, and how they approached it. And I just think it's really cool that you're able to see different passions in people, different values in people, just based on how they lead. Like I said, this whole year really has been life-changing. You know, I've always had like different leadership positions, like in church, at school, whatever, but like I said, I'd never studied it at all. And so it was really neat to be able to study it and look at the different approaches and see, oh, okay, I remember, you know, I kind of took that approach when I was in this position, or that approach when I was at this age. And it's really cool to see how my leadership theories or my leadership approaches have changed throughout the course of like middle school, high school, and now coming to college. So what does leadership mean to me in one word? Change.